Well, hey, babe. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey, and welcome back to yet another quick chat. Now, today on the quick chat, I want to talk about these ladies of Real Housewives of Potomac. Yes, that is Miss Candiace Dillard and Miss Karen Huger of Real Housewives of Potomac. For those of you guys that are not aware, Real Housewives of Potomac is filming at this time. We did get a chance to see some video, okay, different videos and pictures surfacing not too long ago. It looks like one of the ladies could have had a party. We got a chance to see that Katie was in the building. I believe Sharice was also in that building, but I also feel like Sharice is always around for the most part because she is the glue that brought all of the ladies together anyway, right? And I actually would not mind seeing Sharice back on Real Housewives of Potomac. I know a lot of people did not like her, but sometimes I felt like she was ready to give Karen a run for her money. So I was definitely here for her on and off, but I'll for sure be here for her in the future should they give her a little sneak peek or something. You know what I'm saying? Now Katie was there. You know I love me some Katie because Katie definitely be ready to drag Ashley down to the ground, girl. Okay, so definitely was here for Katie. She had her hair, I think her hair was like shaved bald or something like that, or like a really low cut. So Miss Katie had been going through some things in the past few months, from things that was surfacing in the blogs and stuff. She had been going through some stuff, but it looks like she was all smiles at that event. So I was really happy to see that she was all smiles. Also, it's been rumored that Miss Escala will not be returning to the show as a friend of, but I definitely saw her at that event. Now, granted, like I said, with Katie as well as Sharice, they're not a part of the show, but the ladies often attend the events because, they're actually cool like that. Unlike some housewives, okay, from the other franchises, they actually kind of cool like that. So they go to each other's events. So, maybe that's why Escala showed up. Not sure if she showed up because she's going to be on the show, but I would love to see Escala back. Y'all know I want me some Escala back. Okay. I want her back for the fashions. Okay. I want her back as an ally to Miss Candiace. Okay. So I definitely want to see Miss Escala, but we'll have to wait till the season starts to see what we're really getting. Okay, but back to Karen and Miss Candiace. Okay, um, people are wondering if the girls are fighting. Okay, if the girls are fighting with each other, because there were some tweets that came out from Miss Karen and from Miss Candiace, and people started to believe that they were talking to each other. Well, for me, I'm going to tell you guys exactly why I do believe they were indeed talking to each other. But before we get there, let's go ahead and get into what the ladies had to say. It looks like Miss Karen decided to go to her Twitter page and she said, listen, the best way to get a read on where you truly stand with your gal pals is to host a party with a bubbly and a mic. That was funny to me when she said with a bubbly and a mic. So basically, you're insinuating that when the ladies get a little drink in their system, the true colors of them are going to show. Kind of like how they tried to call you out, Miss Fireball, when they say that you had you a little bit of drink and then, you just let the floodgates open. All right. But anyway, let's keep going. She says, baby, believe you will walk out with such clarity on what and who you are truly working with. When people show you who they are, believe them and carry on. Hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac. Now we know for sure she's talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, girl. We definitely know that. We don't know exactly who she talking about. So I'm definitely wondering, okay? What happened? All right. I hope no drinks or anything flew or no plates or anything got broken at this particular event. But I will say Miss Candiace came back later on that day saying, LOL, projection is a disease. Okay. And girl, this is where the back and forth seemed to be happening because the next day Miss Karen came back and says, I recently looked up the term fence humping. LOL. It's a skill that should only be applied when you are correct about not choosing between the two. Chapter closed. Hashtag Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, when I hear this about not choosing between the two, it's giving me Monique and Candiace again. And if that is the case, I want them to let this go. Let it go. Now, granted, it could be choosing between the two when it comes to Candiace and Mia. It could be that because Candiace had her issues with Mia in the previous season. But I know if it's about Monique and it's about Candiace, let's just move on, please. Okay. Let's just move on. All right. This other woman is about to go start a whole new show that's about to be dropping in May. So let's let that woman do what she gonna do, honey. Let's not. But if you're speaking on choosing between Candiace and Miss Mia, then I feel like, okay, then that makes sense. All right. Because, these are the people that are currently on the show. So let's talk about that. I mean, it could be a completely different situation, right? It may not have anything to do with Candiace at all. I kind of feel like it does, but let's keep going, okay? Now, Candiace says this. Shortly thereafter, Miss Karen put up her post. Candiace says, one thing about me in this year of our Lord. Girl, shut up. One thing about me in this year of our Lord. Girl, I'm going to use that. I am cackling. I am cackling, ma'am. My goodness, I'm going to tell you who you are because y'all like to lie to yourselves and calmly return to my yoga mat. Okay, the tizzies that may ensue afterward are a direct result of what I like to call hick dog hollerism. Okay, wolf, girl, I cannot. I have to read this again. Okay, I have to read it. Let me with a straight face on this one. Okay, one thing about me in this year of our Lord, I'm gonna tell you who you are, cause y'all like to lie to yourselves and calmly return to my yoga mat. The tizzies that may ensue afterward are a direct result of what I like to call hit dog hollerism. Wolf. Okay. And this is how you knew she was talking about Potomac because right underneath that, she replied to herself saying hashtag RHOP, period. Okay. Now, this is what made me think that they were definitely talking about each other. So I decided to get a little bit more nosy and go into the likes of the ladies. And I see where Miss Karen actually liked this post that says, you did choose. Somebody added her and said, you did choose when you tried to get Candiace fired, but played it off like it was concern. Monique is gone. Let this go with her. Candiace shouldn't ever trust you again. No need for her to be nasty to you. Just leave. Just leave you where you are. Time to move on. Okay. Now, Miss Karen liked this post, and I was wondering, Karen, this person was actually trying to read you. So, what made you want to like this particular post? Maybe it's because she is in agreement with, yes, it's time to move on. I'm not the one that's holding on to it. Right. So, I just wondering, not sure, but I'm just trying to figure it out in my head as to why she liked this post. Well, looks like Miss Candiace also liked the post as well. The same exact post where the person was replying to Miss Karen. So based on that, okay, now keep in mind, this is a part of the likes. I had to go and do a little digging. So this is where I felt like, hey, they are talking to each other. Some things are happening. And we know it's probably not with Giselle because we saw images of Karen and Giselle walking together and all smiles. So it seems like the ladies have made up. Okay. And it seems like they may be coming after Miss Candiace, which they were trying to do a long time ago, but it seems like they might be revisiting that. IDK, but we shall see on the upcoming season of Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to hear you all's thoughts about it. Do you feel like Candiace should be coming for Miss Karen, or do you feel like she should be letting it go, or do you feel like Miss Karen need to be like, let me know your thoughts, girl, because at this time we don't know who's bringing it up, who's continuing to bring it up, or who's continuing to make it an issue. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all are thinking about this situation. Let me know down in the comments, honey, and I want to move on to something else, okay? We're about to switch gears and we're about to talk about some love and marriage Huntsville. Girl, let's chit chat real quick, okay? Now, on last week, okay, we saw where Martell and Miss Arionne was giving us "You Just a Fool, You Know You in Love," okay, on April Fool's Day. Yes, okay. So it looks like they went out to a concert. They were spending the weekend together, obviously, in Atlanta, because that's the place that he likes to bring her girl out to the A, honey. Anyway, okay, after her, being on live and, hinting that a man is with her, people not knowing who it was, but speculating that it was Martell, she was kind of giving it away with her eyes, letting us know that it was him. Okay, so yeah. All right. He ended up showing his face at some point. But what was interesting on that live was she had pinned a post saying where he going. Basically making it seem like Martell will never leave her. She also said that on a comment or whatnot, or responded to somebody that DM'd her. She said he never left my side. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? I guess she said that, when she was at her low vibrational moment, if you know what I mean, honey, a very, very extremely low vibrational moment, she was saying that it had nothing to do with him. I don't know. I kind of beg to differ, but I'm not in her life to really know what's going on with her. But anyway, I just brought them up because I want to talk about them. And the thing I want to talk about is this little comment that I came across, right? Which was interesting. Somebody was, I guess, trying to compliment Martell's skin by saying his skin looks like he's using his ex-wife's skincare line, right? And then Miss Girl responded to this person and says, nope, I made him make that BIT change her skincare line name 100. What? 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 I'm going to say this. I came across it. I, I don't know why I want to be in a bit of denial. Okay. I'm going to say that she allegedly put this here. Okay. Because it's just not adding up. Like, I'm sure you had absolutely nothing to do with her changing her name. I'm sure she locked everything down, dissolved it so that he would not get a dime. Okay. So that she would not be associated with anything else that he has going forward, especially as it pertains to business. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. But this I'm looking at the comment like, girl, if this is indeed you and somebody didn't just, put two and two together type thing, girl. If this is indeed, this is why the people be on your head top in addition to other stuff. Girl, I can't. You can't make it up, but this is what's being said. And I'm just like, why would you say that? Why would you say that when you know America is on your head? And then you was just over here flashing, showing everybody how you out here with this man and you so happy and so proud that he finally, showing everybody that y'all together. Girl over there on the IG live and he over there whispering. I'm like, baby, we can hear you. We can hear you. She damn near giving it away that y'all together with her eyes and the extraness that she's giving. Like, I'm just so confused. This is Martell's wine. It's Martell's wine. Martell. Yes, it's very good. It's very good. Okay, tell them that it's gonna be the da 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 da. Let them know about that. Yeah, tell them it's real smooth when it go down your throat. It's real smooth when it goes down your throat. I cannot, girl. I can't. Anyway, child, that's what I wanted to talk about real quick about Miss A. Don't understand it, but we're gonna move on because who I really want to also get to is Miss Melody Holt. Now, you guys, if you have not seen the previous episode, Martell had a book signing with the kids, or stuff. He had a book signing. I guess he was expecting the children to be there, but Miss Melody was like, "No, we had plans, and it's my week to have them." Now, keep in mind, and I didn't think about this too much, but Mel is not filming with Martell at all. All right. So now it makes even more sense as to why she went to bring them kids there. No way, because she knew the cameras was there. And we not filming together. Okay. So yeah, there's that. Miss Mel is not filming with this man. That's been made. A lot of blogs have reported on that, about them not filming with each other. And now I'm starting to see this play out that, yeah, how can I forget? They're not filming with each other. That's the real reason why she didn't take her kids. So I feel like if they were in a better place, she probably definitely would have let him get those kids. But because he be messing up, and I told y'all, I said, I want to know what he did because he must have done something, right? She doesn't want to be around him. Okay. Now, it's also being rumored that Miss Melody Holt might be leaving the show. Now, keep in mind, this is nothing that's been confirmed. Pure speculation. Pure speculation. I don't see that strong change happening anytime soon, but I don't know. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see. I've just been seeing people talk about this in different groups and things, and people saying they believe she's going to leave the show. Maybe Carlos is about to create some type of love and marriage Atlanta, and she's going to go over there and woo da da da. We're just going to have to see how this plays out. Okay, we don't know anything to be actual factual at this moment. At least I don't, until I see something probably come out of Carlos's mouth or something. Then I'll believe it. Now, granted, it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched, it definitely could be in the works. But I'm just waiting for someone else to like hardcore confirm it for me. But right now it is people are speculating that she's going to walk away because she doesn't want to film with Martell. If she were to walk away, I don't know if that would be a bad thing for the show. I think the show have enough people to continue it, to keep it going. I mean, come on, we can't sit up here and continue to just sit on Martell and Melody's life. Melody's trying to move past that. And shout out to her. When I think about it more, though, is her being able to move past it by cutting this off. Like, I'm not going to continue to film with him. So everybody else going to have to pull their part on the show, and they're going to have to do what they got to do, because y'all not going to continue to rely on my storyline. In addition to that, as I'm moving forward into a higher healing place, what I look like continuing to regurgitate the same type of SHI over here with this man, I'm not going to do it. I've done it enough years, and I am done. The book stops here. So I don't really blame her, on that. But if she was to walk away, I saw a lot of people saying, oh, that's going to be terrible. He's going to bring on, if she walks away, he's going to bring on coleslaw, and this is going to happen, and that's going to, we do not know what's going to happen. But I will say, don't underestimate Carlos King. You just never know. Never know what he has under his sleeves, okay? So we'll just have to wait until an official announcement is made, and I haven't heard anything yet. Just speculation. I saw somebody mention it on one of my lives, so I wanted to come and mention it again here, okay? So there's that. Also, as we speak on Melody and her not wanting to film with Martell and her not taking the kids there, I know a lot of people were upset. A lot of people were complaining. You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt like, girl, you could have took those kids there. I don't think those kids would have wanted to go to see a funeral. But when I think about the aspect that I didn't think about at the time, was that she's not filming with this man. It makes more sense now. And shout out to her mom, Miss Vanessa, because she dropped a comment that I can really, for me, I don't know how y'all feel. For me, I can appreciate where she went more into detail. And I'm like, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. But this is what she says. She says, a court-ordered visitation schedule is in place for a reason. She refused to film with him for a reason. The transfer of the kids at school is in place for a reason. Ladies, please stop putting yourself and wanting to put other women in toxic positions. She already has to deal with not seeing her babies every day to only seeing them 7 days every other week due to the toxic situation that her ex created. Why would she allow even more of her time with her children to be taken away to appease the person who inflicted the pain and is still trying to do so? Ladies, beware. Okay? So that's what Miss Vanessa had to say, and I felt like it made a lot of sense, because I do remember her saying that they picked the kids up, from school. Like that, like they have no interaction. They don't talk, none of that. Pick them up from school on whatever day you got to pick them up on. Then you'll have them all the way to the next week. Then I'll pick them up on that. Like, that's just what it is. Okay. Child, this is a mess that he created. He got to deal with it. And it just makes me go back to, like, mentally, I'm going back thinking about coleslaw and how he announced to everybody he's hanging out with her and they together right now. I don't think they together for real. That's just me. I think he probably still getting it in, how he been getting it in. I think Martell is somewhere in his heart, somewhere in his head, hopeful that he gonna get Mel back in some type of way. I don't know. But knowing that Mel is out in Jamaica at the time, living her best life, enjoying herself, not worried about no fools on April Fool's Day, only made sense to me why he would hop on that live and be like, "Dan, any boo boo, da 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 da," as if she cares, So just very, very interesting, girl. Y'all gonna leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I want to hear your thoughts about if Melody were to leave the show. Number one, do you believe the rumor is true? Okay, or how true do you think the rumor is? And then two, if she left the show, what do you think the dynamic is going to be like? Let me know your thoughts, and also let me know your thoughts about what Miss Vanessa had to say about visitation and everything. right? And letting people know that there is a reason why she's not filming with him. He's already inflicted pain and he's continuing to do so. And y'all remember Melody put a post up not too long ago talking about how, I guess the enemy tried to harm her or something like that. And I'm wondering, did he try to get physical, girl? Like, what did he do? Okay, let me know what happened. All right, so there's that. I want you all to hop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. But before we hop off of Love and Marriage Huntsville, girl, I got to talk about this book. Okay, I have to go back to Mr. Martell Holt and the fact that he wrote a book along with his children that he is selling currently on Amazon and I'm sure other places. But what's getting me, girl, is the fact that some of y'all actually got into the reviews tribe about them purchase not damn piece of a book. I don't know if you did or you didn't, but decided to leave negative reviews, girl, under this man thing. And I just felt like that is messy. Okay. One of the people gave a 1 star talking about some very simple book written about a simple man. The book's subject matter to me is non-relevant. I don't any children, now they got a typo and I'm gonna read it just as is. I don't any children who haven't been on a plane in 2022. There are a lot more books for Black kids that ate much better. Also, I believe the author is exploiting his children for the purposes of financial gain. Now, let me tell you something, Miss Queen. Miss Queen may have messed up and gave us a lot of typos, but one line she made sure she was gonna get right was the one when she said, also, I believe the author is exploiting his children for the purposes of financial gain. Girl, first of all, I understand we are upset with Martell and the actions that he takes and how he handles them. But I'm just going to be real honest, okay? Number one, girl, these children's names is on these books and they probably gonna profit or whatever, or it's gonna be like it could or could not be a success. So I feel like when you do that, that's just to me. Okay, when you go put that 1 star, I'm thinking about all the babies that then got 1 star. Not just their daddy. You over there trying to hurt the daddy. I feel like you kind of hurting the babies. So you could have said that 1 star to yourself. You don't have to go up there and put that 1 star in a negative comment, okay, down in a book. Girl, you didn't have to do that. And then in addition, for me, I'm just being real honest, y'all. A lot of us be like, I don't agree with how Martell operates, moves, none of that. But a lot of times people, I be seeing the comments, right? And it just makes me think about Kenya, people that I may not have liked. And when I read the comments and how people go overkill with dragging them, it just don't be adding up for me. Sometimes I'll be like, some of y'all are dealing with these same type of men in your life at this very moment, getting trashed out and probably more than likely playing a role of a Arionne, your damn self, and then be over here dragging this man. Girl, I'm like, girl, I guess it's easier to drag him though, since can't nobody see what you got going on over there, girl. But anyway, let's keep going. Not that I'm advocating for Martell, but I'm just trying to be a realist over here. Okay, girl, because I started thinking about the kids. I said, not her put no 1 star on the kid. Damn him. I'm thinking about the kids' book. Girl, Mel, can you write the kids a new book that the people not gonna put no 1 star on? Because girl, they got me over here feeling away. Okay, them children probably was happy about it, excited about being authors. And when they go over there to read the reviews, they gonna see that they done got a 1 star and people didn't like the book. Girl, and at the end of the day, you know how children feel about their parents, right, wrong, indifferent. Girl, they love their parents, period. Some of y'all probably got outside siblings right now and still care for your daddies and your mamas. Girl, y'all gonna have to stop this now. Let's keep going. Now, somebody else says, do not support this negative man. Girl, we trying to support the children. Do not support this negative man. Let him change his nasty attitude. He is very disrespectful and needs help. Stop using the children. I will never purchase this book. Oh my, Miss Monica, girl. You could have saved that comment and the time typing. You ain't even buy the book. Oh, girl, you wrong for that. Now, it was a little comical. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw it, I said, oh, girl, this is kind of funny. But at the same time, we are the world, okay? What is it? We are the children. We are the ones to make a better place. So let's start giving. Is it giving or living? I'm not sure. But I was thinking about the children. Okay, let's keep going. Somebody else says, this book is just not giving. It's very basic. My children were not captured by the words, save your money. Ma'am, cut it out. Talking about something, it's just basic. Girl, do you know how many books is basic? Girl, if I could name some right now, I would. I can't even think of some at the moment, but I guarantee you I read a ton of basic books. Okay, I'm sure Dr. Seuss was basic as hell. Basic is I don't know what. The only thing was that he rhymed. Okay, green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Sam. I am like that is basic. It just rhymes. Girl, y'all went too far. Y'all went too far with the kids, and I feel a way about it. But we're gonna scoot over, girl. We are going to move on. I want you all to leave your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know if you purchased the book, if you plan on purchasing the book, or anything like that to support the kids. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below regarding these reviews and all that I've discussed on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Girl, let's move on back to Real Housewives, specifically Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, I want to talk about this. Block headed mother blah. Okay, so let's talk about Miss Kandi Burruss and her baby daddy, unfortunately, with a hard U. Block. So y'all know he went on DJ Vlad. First of all, Vlad, anyway, Vlad over there interviewing people. Y'all gonna come sit down, he gonna interview it, period. And we gonna watch it, whatever. So Block goes over there to sit down with Vlad. Now, it's interesting how these blogs are chopping it up and rolling it out, or maybe it's Vlad that's chopping it up and rolling it out. Vlad, you better not bring us nothing next week, because we done. We tired today. We tired. Don't bring us nothing else, okay? So last week, Block decided that he was going to come for Miss Kandi and talk about how she was a side chick and all this. So, sir, we don't give up about what Miss Kandi Burruss was. We do not care about what she was when you the one that was in the actual relationship, okay? What does that make you? If she was a side, what were you? Because you were the one that was in between. Okay? Sick of it. It's like, how do women get names for being on the side? What about the men in the middle? What do we call them? Martell, come to the front. What do we call you, sir? Because y'all the ones that's in the middle. Trash. That's what you want to be. Okay, then. Well, there's that. Anyway. So Block starts talking mess about Kandi. Kandi didn't say anything, right? So then we fast forward to yet another week, and here we have Block, or maybe like a few days later, whatever. Block decides that he's going to speak on his own child, which is Riley, and speak on the fact that she's jealous. Number one, I do not believe Riley is, but number two, if she is, she has every right to be that her dad made an executive decision to not be in her life when he could have been and did not want to be. And it seems like you were disappointed that you had an outside child, which is one of the reasons why you didn't come around. And I don't know if the girl you was with made you feel away or not, but that was still your seed, and you chose not to go and be an active father in her life. And to this day, you still owe Kandi money. Every time it just goes like this. Cue Will Smith, okay? Keep Kandi's name out your mother mouth. Keep Riley's name out your mother mouth. Just keep their name out your mouth if you're not going to say that they're positive. You had no influence on who Riley has become today. You had absolutely no influence on who Kandi Burruss was and who she is. She still is till this day. So stop bringing them up. I wish you would be able to figure out a way to avoid those conversations when people ask you about them. Okay? And he is such trash. So Kandi didn't say anything last week, but I could see her kind of speaking and wanting to say something this week because he ended up speaking on her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get to that so I can pull that up for you guys. So this is what Miss Kandi actually had to say. Kandi says, I don't care how well I'm doing. I still need that money you owe me. Don't block your blessings not doing right by your children. Okay, so that's what Miss Kandi said, and I definitely was here for everything she had to say. Don't block your blessings, okay? Not doing right by your children, because you don't know who Riley is going to be. as she gets older. And you don't know what children are still going to be around as you get older. And you're going to probably need somebody to look after you or help take care of you or make sure you good, make sure you straight or whatever the case may be. And Riley may give you the same treatment that you gave her the entire time she was growing up. See, people be out here acting and doing all this extra SHI when they young and stuff, failing to realize that at some point you better hope and pray that you grow to be older. And if and when you do, who you gonna have around? Who gonna be there for you? You gotta be mindful of that type of people be out here doing. But anyway, girl, let me go ahead and keep going. So when Kandi decided that she was going to put this post out on her story, her daughter Riley actually ended up coming back, and Riley ended up saying this. Shout out to Riley for this. Okay, Riley says, my mom and I always try to take the high road, but honestly it's really upsetting that I constantly have to see you bad mouthing us publicly. I was blessed to be raised in a household where my mom provided the best life I could have. No jealousy here. I would appreciate it if you could stop talking about us. Come on, Miss Riley. And you're a better one than me. Because if I was about your age, 18, 19, whatever the hell age I'm at, 2021, daddy would have got cost the fuck out. Period. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And I wish she would have ended that message with not running. Run my mama her money. Run my mama her coins that you still owe. You ain't put in on this yet. You still feel the need to put in and put your mouth on us. Like, don't speak on us. Okay? You didn't want to put in and do what you need to do then. So don't be trying to put in and do what you're trying to do now. We don't really truthfully give a fuck. Let it go. Okay? Girl, I cannot. Ooh. Ooh, and I know I wonder how Todd is feeling because we haven't seen Todd. Whatever block get fly, I don't think I've ever heard Todd check him on behalf of Kandi. And it could be, not saying that Todd not gonna defend his wife, because I do believe he is. It could just be that Kandi is like, don't get involved with that. Let that go. Don't say that. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay. But girl, I wonder how Miss Kandi is feeling. I know she's somewhere like, why? Like, how did I allow this mother to be my daughter's dad? Like, child. Anyway, girl, I can't stand him. Don't even know the man that can't stand him based on his little actions, girl. He probably one of the men that be going over there praising Future. He's probably one of those men that be sitting up there saying Russell Wilson is a square. But your whole name is Block and your head shaped like one. But anyway, girl, we're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to go ahead and move on. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and hop up off this thing. I thank you all so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit that like button. All right. Also, please be sure to subscribe if you have yet to do so. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, honey. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.